Positive affirmations. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. Or own your power. Or too glam to give a damn. Positive affirmations are something that we use as people to talk ourselves into maybe feeling better than we currently feel, or hopefully eventually feeling better than we currently feel. Today I want to give you 3 specific reasons why I think your positive affirmations are lame. For those who don't know me, my name is Shannon Wooten. I am a life coach. I help people understand that what's holding you back and help you manage those feelings of what's holding you back and focus on what it is you need, specifically you, to be happy. So positive affirmations are great. There are several places that you can go to find a positive affirmation. Again, positive affirmations are things that we like to tell ourselves to hopefully eventually get beyond something that may be holding us back and hopefully make us feel better. I believe that positive affirmations don't always work. And the reason why I think that they don't always work is because we may not be in the right headspace to receive them. So there are 3 things that you need to stop doing or consider doing in order to get to a place where a positive affirmation may work for you. You can get up every morning, in other words, and look in the mirror and say, I am like the prettiest girl like ever. I'm just like the prettiest girl ever. And then go outside and see someone walk past you and be like, nope, definitely prettier. She is definitely prettier than me. Or you can be in a situation where you're really very seriously depressed. And like I just said, the positive affirmation of you is kind, you is smart, you is important. If you don't know where that's from, and you maybe think you've heard where that's from, it is in the book/movie, The Help. Now, it is a very great sentiment. However, if you're feeling pretty good and shitty about yourself and you watch that movie and you're just like, gosh, I love her and I need some lady like that in my life that's gonna say shit like that to me to make me feel good, then you turn the movie off and it's over and you go right back to feeling like really dumb, not smart at all, actually pretty unimportant, no one gives a damn about you, and you pull into a parking space at the grocery store and somebody's parked diagonally and you're kind of giving them the finger, you're pretty much not that kind at all. So positive affirmations don't really do shit if we're not in the right place to receive them. So again, the 3 things that I think will help you to either be ready to receive them or take into consideration how a positive affirmation can actually work for you are as follows. 1, you need to stop being accountable to someone else's level of happiness. If someone says something to you like, you're so great, like why can't you see that about yourself? And you're not in the place to receive that, you don't need to feel bad about that. Yes, it's awesome that you have someone that's rooting for you to be a champion of your life. However, sometimes if you're going through shit, you need to go at your own place. Or your own pace, So if you're not ready to think, I am a champion, I am victorious of my life, I'm amazing. If you're not in that place, you're not in that place. You don't need to make someone else feel comfortable about your life. And no positive affirmation that you're gonna say to yourself that day is gonna put you over that hump. It just doesn't work that way. We need to be able to respond to what we're receiving. So again, if someone says to you, you is kind, you is smart, you is important, and you're not ready to receive that, you're not ready to receive that. It is not your job to receive it, take it in, and feel awesome. It is your job to get to a place where eventually you will be able to receive that. Number 1. Number 2, stop thinking that if you're not happy all the time, you're depressed. That's it. Head down. Game over. Tapping out, done. No, you don't need to be freaking happy all the time. It doesn't work that way. Life is unpredictable. That's for certain. If you haven't experienced that yet, kudos to you, but life is unpredictable. So things that happen are going to need to have the appropriate amount of time for us to process them. So again, if you're in a place where you're like, own your power, and you're feeling like really He-Man and like She-Ra for all the people that are my age out there, or Transformers about yourself, and you're like, I'm gonna transform into something that's gonna make me be able to just process this today. Doesn't work that way. No book you're gonna read, no quote you're gonna see, no movie you're gonna watch is gonna go, hey, you're dealing with a heaping pile of shit right now, turn it off. Just live and go. Throw your hair back and forge forward. Doesn't work that way. Again, if you're not happy in that moment, assess the thing that is maybe holding you back and give yourself the appropriate amount of time to process it. Positive affirmations are not a flip of a switch. No amount of getting up and looking all the positive affirmations I have on my wall right here every morning does not just make me positively, radiantly happy all the time. No, sometimes you need to allow yourself the ability to process what it is that you're going through, get into the headspace to peel back the layers of that onion, deal with your shit accordingly, and move on at your own pace. Stop thinking that you're gonna be happy all the time. It ain't gonna happen. And no amount of reading positive affirmations or personal development books is gonna cure that for you. Give yourself the ability and encouragement. Like, those two things are important. Give yourself the ability plus encouragement, to do the things you need to do to process your feelings and move on. Encourage yourself that I can get through this as long as I look at what's really bothering me and deal with it. Don't expect you're gonna find it in some book or some friend telling you that you look pretty today is gonna make you have some better self-esteem or body image issues. It ain't gonna happen. You need to do the work. 3, find the things that motivate you. I can't tell you how many people I talk to about what are your suggestions for personal development, and then I give them to them. I tell them the books that I read. I tell them the YouTube videos that I watch. I tell them the movies that I watch. And sometimes they come back to me and they go, that wasn't really my zhuzh. Like, that wasn't really what resonated with me. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. So now I caveat that. I constantly say to people, look, what works for me is someone that's gonna give me a tough love, like no holds bar, say the fucking words type of person. Like, that's what I need you to do. Don't give me some smoke and mirrors about a flower blooming and whatever. Like, I don't want that. I want you to be like, pull your pants up, grab yourself by the balls and deal with your shit and move on. I respond well to that, which is why I like Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Great, great read. You Are a Badass. Great read. I Am That Girl. Great read. Like, I like people that have no holds bar, gonna give it to me straight. If you need a little bit of cream with your coffee and you need someone that is going to talk to you about flowers blooming and things of that nature, then you need to specifically look for that. You can find personal development anywhere. Like I said, you can the books I just read off to you. YouTube, Gary Vaynerchuk, really super, no holds bar, take this shit, swallow this pill whole, deal with your life and keep going, hustle, hustle, hustle. Great, great recommendation. Or it could be exercise. A lot of people find development in exerting themselves, getting positive endorphins going. So if you want to do yoga, get in like a positive Zen place and be like real calm about it, cool, go do that. If you want to pound it out and you want to go to a boot camp or a WOD exercise, go do that. Or if you want to try meditation, do that. Point blank in the period, positive affirmations are great. In theory. In theory, they're great. Release yourself from this idea of, I'm going to read this quote by insert name here, who is a very prolific, profound author or writer, and Oprah, whatever it is, whoever does it for you, and she is just going to breathe life into me and make me feel anew. It is not going to happen that way. It won't. I'm probably going to get some people that are like, well, I read positive affirmations all the time and I feel so great after I read them. Great, fine, positive, wonderful. However, chances are you're probably in the headspace to receive that, or it's speaking to you in a language that you resonate with, that you respond well to. So often people post positive quotes and somebody, you'll see it, you'll respond very well to it. You're like, oh, that really spoke to me because it resonates with you, number one. Number two, you are ready to receive it. And number three, you are in that space. Again, you don't have to be happy all the time to mean that you're not a depressed person. You were just ready for it. Your light was on. Pass go, receive entry, ingest information. So stop looking at positive affirmations, self-help books, or personal development, any of those things like they're going to be the cure, the be-all and the end-all to your solution of overcoming whatever issue that you're facing. It won't. It's not going to do it. It could be a really healthy balancing effect of giving you some new thoughts, original ideas. Things are going to help breathe goodness into your life because that's great. but it only works if you're ready to receive it, if it is speaking to you in the language that you need it to be in, and if you are being accountable to how you're feeling and where that negative feeling is coming from. Positive affirmations are great things, but they're only great when you use them as a tool that works for you. So I hope this was really helpful. I like positive affirmations. I read them all the time, as I gave you all the examples, but so often I hear people saying like, well, I tried this and it didn't really work for me, or that didn't resonate with me. There's a reason for that. If your light is not on, if you are not ready to ingest the information that's being passed to you, if you're not being accountable to the space that you're in, that's either allowing you to receive or not receive that information, it won't work. Stop thinking it's the be all and end all. It's not. It's just a tool. That's all it is. So if it's lame and it's not working for you, toss that shit out. Get over it. Pick something that works for you, or ask me. Go on over to Life with Shannon. Give me a like if you like this video. Watch the video I watched earlier or posted earlier this week about complacency and how to deal with that. And post some questions. Tell me what it is you're thinking, or maybe what it is you're dealing with right now that you're having a hard time, whether it's money issue, body issue, weight issue, mental issues, like whatever it is, whatever your hang up is, you're not the only one. There is a way to get through it. You just have to focus on what it is you need for yourself. And eventually, you'll be able to peel back the layers of the onion over time, and there will be a solution. I'm sure of it. I'm positive of it. All right, guys, be easy. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. Happy Saturday. Goodbye.